How's it going, guys? Steven here. Welcome back to my channel. I asked me if you guys are new here, please subscribe and like the video. I had to make this video for a third time now because I couldn't figure out what my thoughts were when it came to this, but I did figure out. And I don't engage my own community that well. Straight up gonna tell you that. I mix dating with community, and I'm gonna explain why. And the thing is, I have notes here that for the last couple years, I was thinking that dating was gonna make me happy. In a sense that I could do things like with someone, I can share my passions, things I like to do on weekends, and things like that. Because I started to feel I started to feel lonely at times. I started to feel like my life wasn't even as exciting when compared to when I first moved to Connecticut. Like I was doing what I wanted to do. Like my life is simple and I know what I love to do. I know who I am, things like that. And it started to get lonely. And and that comes to the next thing, right? Was that loneliness really pushed me to go into self optimization. And I was really trying to attract my tribe, right? And I thought the measurement was gain dates, gain attention from people. And it even came from like gaining attention to going to bars and clubs and making deep connections in those spaces and stuff like that. And it clearly didn't. And I thought that so many times. I never always felt like this with everybody. It was more that I didn't feel connected with my own peers. I wasn't feeling that connection, that deep root connection with my peers. Throughout my life, I was part of many different communities, like being part of student council. I also joined Alpha Phi Alpha, which is my fraternity as well. Uh, and I joined a shuffle crew. I was part of many shuffle communities and things like that. I did well in those. And but when it comes down to it came from, I was always striving for community through self optimization, and I burnt myself out from doing that. And it's not what you want to do. And that's something I discovered. So, what actually helps? So, self optimization is not going to help, and I can tell you why. Because it got to the, I was in a really dark place the 2 years before 2024, and I had, I literally paid a dating coach like like a lot of money just to learn social skills and learn dating and things like that. And all he told me that I wasn't really in shape and that I need to get a better physique and like you need to move like to a big city and stuff like that. He literally told me that. And I took it literally, right? And I took it to like to extreme ends of like I started to change my diet. I started to like work out more and things like that. And it all came from this self optimization. And Did I achieve anything out of it? The only thing I achieved was I got more fit, and I'm in the best shape of my life now. And but it didn't give me the but it didn't really help me feel connected with my peers at all. Like it didn't like the bars and clubs, like it didn't really change anything about my aura, right? Like everything stayed the same, and I felt very frustrated. So that's why I'm saying if you just stay in self optimization and you keep beating yourself up all the time, it's not going to help you out. What will help you out is you have to be you have to be more engaged. And something that I figured out, which is something I'm going to do now, is that if you don't focus on inconvenience when it comes to joining and engaging a community, you're going to feel isolated. It is so hard because I know with autistic people, we always been told like you gotta be this, you gotta do this, and like we're always masking things like that, and it's like, and there's even people on the internet saying autistic people don't have social skills, and it's not true, or they're saying we're antisocial. It's because it's a mixture of things, and I experience this too. Is that we don't know how to create deep connections, and because of all the like these cute all these like social cues and timing with jokes or like timing with when to call someone and things like that. And I know it's difficult, but the more you put the work in, there is a tribe out there. Sometimes you even have to create it. So look at your community out there. Like there's something. I know there's something wrong with this world, and it's not even your fault. It's the fact that we live in a world where everything's digital. We have dating apps, we got Instagram, we got all this stuff, right? And we think it's the solution. But all you do, the life that you live is just through this phone. And sometimes you're like, and I felt this too. I'm like, man, what am I doing with my life? You know what I'm saying? And but they tell you like, oh, everything's online. You got fall all online. It's like, yeah, it is. It's cool and all. It helps, but it doesn't. It doesn't make you feel connected sometimes. And I felt that way. You know, I even joined a shuffle crew, and it was an online. There was an online community access too, but all the members were in Arizona, and I was the only one in California. And like it was there was times where we were together like one time, but you know it was tough. You know that's why I'm saying sometimes you just need to look at yourself and say, you know what am I aligned with? What am I willing to do to show up consistently in a community?